Welcome aboard, Skylark Outdoors here, and today we've got a treat for you. We're going to take you on a review of the Nimbus W11 Weekender, which we've got right here. Now this is the 2025 model, and this is at the Bay Harbor Boat Show. You can see this one is outfitted with twin 400 V8s, and you can see the price right there as of 2025. So what we're going to do is take you on a tour of the Nimbus W11 Weekender, and then I'm going to go through some of the specifications on this boat. And as you can see, just walking around this thing is pretty cool. They've got a lot of really neat features included in this boat, like this side landing and loading platform or swim platform, so you can just hang out on it. And then you've got walk around all the way around on the W11 Nimbus Weekender. So plenty of space to walk into the bow here. And then you've got a nice layout area. You've got some cup holders, you've got some sound system, you've got a little hatch, and then up here you've got your windlass underneath all this and some storage, as well as your cleats for tying off this boat and some railing. So lots of space up here. You can see you could throw your bumpers in there. I like that, or fenders if you like to call them that. So you got plenty of space for storage up in the front and the bow. I like that they have a designated area for fenders. That's really nice. It seems like they're always floating around the boat, and having them somewhere every time is really nice. You've got some isinglass here up at the top, so you can seal this thing all the way up in warmer or cooler conditions, or if you just want to keep the bugs out, everything else, the wind out, or rain like we've got today. That's a nice feature. And then you've got these little gates here so that you can kind of prevent people from walking to the aft if you've got children or something like that, where you don't want them to walk onto that rear swim platform. Here you can see we've got a rear facing kind of sun lounge, which is really nice, but it's enclosed by the isinglass right now. And then you've got the full isinglass enclosure and plenty of visibility on this, as well as you've got this seating area in the rear and table. And you've got a single helm seat and then a dual side-by-side helm seat. You've got your galley kitchen here. You've got a sink. You've got everything you need to make some food right there. I love that it's up on the top deck rather than down below, just so you can interact while you're making food. You can see the price here, and then we'll go through some of the specifications and features. You can kind of look at these or pause the video and see what is all included on this thing. But there is a ton of stuff on this, and this is the 44th haul for the Nimbus boat, so not a ton of them out there, but they are definitely a very unique yacht, the Weekender W11. What I like about this is the visibility. You can see as we go forward, plenty of visibility, plenty of seating. You've got a little cooler. There's 3 coolers slash freezers, refrigerators on this. For whatever reason, I couldn't get that one open today, but usually pretty easy to do. And then you've got full joystick controls. So even though this is a 40-foot boat, you're going to be able to dock this relatively easy. And you've got dual throttle controls as well. And then you've got a bow thruster on this. So this thing docks pretty easy. No issues there. And then you've got your Simrad electronics and some engine management stuff. And one of the things I like about this is that this is one of those larger boats with the outboard engines. You can see you've got some heating and cooling vents right here. So this thing has either heating and or cooling, and you can heat or cool this entire isinglass enclosure, which is really cool. Another really awesome feature is the sunroof. So if you want to bring the outside in, you can absolutely do that. Or if you want to keep the outside out, you can do that. That whole sunroof opens up right there. And then you're going to have sun right there in the cockpit, which is pretty cool. So this is really a convertible boat that has all the features of an enclosed boat, but all the benefits of an open boat, where you can really get the wind in your face if you want it. Now we're going to go take a look down below. You can see we've got our forward berth here. So that's a twin berth. You can fit 2 people on it. I love how much natural light is in this boat in the berth. So you've got a little mirror there, and then you've got your hatch up above so you can get some ventilation, but then lots of natural light, and also a very cool effect when you're cruising on the water to kind of look out and just see the waves go by through those really nice windows. And they even add some natural light above this little storage nook slash buffet. You've got some storage over here, a mini closet. And then another thing is, because this is a boat that can sleep 4 people, you got this curtain here so you can have privacy up there in the front. You've got a full head in here. So you've got the head, shower, sink, and plenty of space. You can see there's a little mirror, some natural light, some reinforcement. So plenty of space to do what you need to do in that head. And then you have a rear cabin as well. You can see there's another refrigerator area, so storage, and this is that other rear berth, so you can fit 2 people in this berth as well, and then it still gets some natural light. You're going to be cozy back here, but you definitely can fit, and it's got a little reading light, so if you want to read, you can do that, and there's even some more natural light that comes in there in the back. Be cozy, but 1 person could definitely fit in there, and 2 might be a little bit snug, but you can still do it. And then you can see that other refrigerator freezer there. And then here you've got all your electronics control, fuse breakers, and battery management, all that stuff right here, as well as you can see diesel heater. So this thing can get really nice and warm with that diesel dry heat and really heat things up pretty well. So let's go over some of the specifications on the Nimbus W11 Weekender. It's got a max power rating of 800 horsepower. So this one has the twin 400 horsepower V10 Mercuries. I love seeing boats like this with the outboard power, just because easier to maintain, easier access. And a lot of times what happens is they would mount engines like this in the stern of the boat, and it would require a lot to get them in and out, and just the maintenance was harder to do on them versus being able to access everything from the rear. It just seems like you're able to easily maintain them, winterize them, and deal with issues when they're on the stern of the boat rather than internal. And then there's not anything that you have to take off. Sometimes you'd have to remove pieces of deck to get engines in and out. Upholstery would get messed up. You've got all kinds of grease and everything on the boat. Mechanics are working inside there and they're hauling their tools in and out. And they've got dirty feet going in and out, and oil's getting on all the deck and everything. With this case, you're kind of at the stern here. Now, what is cool is this rear deck that actually will fold all the way upwards or all the way downwards. So it's like a step platform. You can have that go down, and then you basically can step onto it from underwater. So like it's a swim ladder, and or you can have it go up. So if you wanted to access a higher level dock that you are stern to, you could absolutely do that as well. And then this is that other cool feature, that little swim platform on the side that bolts up. In terms of cost, $719,000. It is 40 feet long and 7 inches, so pretty lengthy boat. And then your 11'4" beam, 12,345 pounds. You have a 3-foot draft, and then you've got a 12'3" bridge clearance if you're going through something that has a height restriction. You have a 225-gallon fuel capacity, 36 gallons of water, so fresh water, and then you've got 21 gallons of black water capacity, 3 refrigerator/coolers, and then you sleep 4 people. You could probably sleep some people on the benches in the rear too, if you wanted, kind of where you've got the table and eating area, dining nook. That's definitely big enough to throw at least 1 person on, if not maybe 2. And then you've got a 40 knot top speed on this boat. So this thing goes pretty fast for what it is. So you really can get cooking on this thing. The Nimbus, they have beautiful design. These are Scandinavian design. Nimbus was started in Gothenburg, Sweden in 1968. And you can see that just clean lines, the Scandinavian design, the well thought out accoutrements. And it's just a really cool boat. It stands out. It's different from what you'll typically see. The construction seems to be very heavy duty and well engineered, in my opinion. You can just see like the supports for the deck and everything, the stainless steel supports, how everything is really nicely polished. It appears really high quality when you first glance at it, and I don't have any information to believe otherwise. Everything it seems like it's well thought out and well placed and just kind of makes sense, and then it looks really cool at the same time. So hope you've enjoyed this tour of the Nimbus W11 Weekender Yacht. This certainly is inspiring and different yacht. You could definitely use this for entertaining as a day boat, and or you could use this to go somewhere on a weekend. And I think it's really ideal for that weekend or 4 or 5 day trip. You go somewhere, turn around, come right back, and then having the joystick controls and all the other accoutrements. This thing's going to be pretty easy to dock even at its size. And then you have the outboard power, which I'm a big fan of just in terms of longevity, serviceability, and replacements and parts. My opinion is most of the time that outboard power is a better option for maintaining a vessel, and I believe that over the longevity of the vessel, you're going to have lower maintenance costs versus an inboard engine, especially if you're in salt water, because you can flush these things out versus not being able to flush them as much. If you have an inboard engine, you just have things that are going to be wear components over time versus having the outboards. You can trim those up as well as flush them a little bit easier, and less wear components are going to be susceptible to the corrosion if you're following the proper maintenance requirements on these. So thanks for watching this review of the Nimbus 2025 W11 Weekender Yacht, or the W11 Weekender Nimbus boat. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.